just on the edge, gets a quick little shot in with a shot, but off they go. Alter Ego wiping Horror Esports out of here.
They're down, they're gone. Alter Egos, not only they reclaimed the mountaintop, the Everest, back for themselves, but they also took down the contestations that actually occurred there. 4 eliminations to the Alter Ego side. In fact, Boom was there at one point in time, but now Boom is kind of close to the Alpha 7. There is the Vampire Esports as well. Bigatron is also facing a lot of casualties here, but oh my god. B going in with the shotgun, 1897. It is, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to make sure the connectivity occurs and instantly a confirmation into the play as well. Big Papa now trying with the M416 to get all the shots connected, but he has to look at not one, but 2 different directions. In the front side, there's Boom Esports. In the back, there's the team Vampire Esports just chilling into the proximity, but the grenade is not going to happen. The grenade is not going to connect. In fact, Boom, Ponbit is going to take Snape down as well. Now, Ponbit, with the Molotovs and everything, he's going to make sure he's trying to relocate the position, try to deny the entry for the players, but DRX, QXZZZ, he was like, okay, I'm taking the leap of faith, and he took that. He took that. But Nia, the guy's down. It's all up to XZZ, and looking at this point, I think the viable option, the best option, should be to just get out of there as soon as you can, but you're not going to be allowed. Vampire Esports is going to take you down, and DRX, with this, is also out of the proximity. We are down from 15 all the way to top 11.
Puts themselves when the shots come in. It is absolute insanity. It is a rush all over the place.
Oh my god, no! Vampire just naded Oblivion from this point onward, but that's where the diversity came into the play. That was one thing that none of us were expecting, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
The divide, right, between the north and the south. We've got that road going right through the middle, so the teams will find themselves on either side of the canyon, and we are going to be seeing quite a bit of an exchange coming through as a result of that, but we did see the southern side looking quite aggressive, the teams just full on committed to it. Now looking over towards the eastern side is going to be D+ Kia trying to lock it down. But Alter Ego looking to deny them any of that eventuality as Rosemary is knocking on the door, trying to push on through. Of course, the rest of the team now trying to see if they can get the angles. Oxel, I like that angle. Could maybe be quite an opportunity available for the rest here of D+ Kia. Chips down in the meantime. We'll feel the heat. We'll feel the pressure start to mount as Alter Ego moves on in. It's going to be Daybot locking it in. Spray after spray. Rosemary off in the distance. Just hit the hit in. And that is going to be D+ Kia out in number 13. Down to 12 teams. But now, Alter Ego, not out of the woods. We did see Team Boom also rolling on through. Eremisi also going to be feeling the heat as Alpha 7 moves up alongside them. And this is just like stockpiles of chaos just coming through all over the place.
Oh my god. Everybody now wants a piece of another player. Team Secret losing their players are right there. Alpha 7 is also 1 player down into the knockout sections. Triber and Messi moving inside that circle area to a safer side location, but they have to be very careful that there is Alter Ego into the proximity as well. Yes, Giante, you are going to the right direction, but that direction might take you out. Giante down. His dual HP. He's going to get that shotgun connected. Oh my god, that's a very hard hitting shotgun right there. It's a MG3 versus DBS going on. Now for the heal part. It is, but oh my god, Alter Ego, why would you do that? Why would you leave the premises all alone? You could have gone forward and get that single shot connected onto towards the players, and Triber Messi could have scattered right there like a deck of cards from that point onward for BTR versus Team
Ooh.
Secret. Secret, Terang, no, this is not the right move. You stopped right into the middle of the road, middle of nowhere, and it's an instant like punishment for you. It's a knock, it's a confirmation, and Secret is also right now down to the very last guy. Yes, they managed to secure 5 eliminations into this game, but BTR, Bigatron, where are you throwing those grenades, man?
I mean, they're making sure that it's, you know, that there's no movement coming through from that little shack, right? I mean, talk
They
about
don't
efficiency.
even want the shack to move.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, that shack, it's looking a little bit risky. As you can see, Optimus now in their prime as they start to move on through. Horror, oh, getting absolutely squashed here as
El Azarus is already super low in that HP, and that like a hit on the ground could have been detrimental, but the Mini 14 is what's going to make him fall down on his knees from this point onward. Bumblebee versus RRQ, it's happening. Rosemary's going down. Squash Boo is getting taken down as well. So 9 has been eliminated. It's a back and forth going on of the teams, and look at that. The kill feed's not stopping from this point onward. Gyante getting Squash Boo down. There's also Mark down. Elzarus gets rammed down by the car. RRQ losing their lives. Oh my god, it's going completely haywire. The back and forth of those eliminations, the knockouts, it's super, super intense. There is the team KN with 1 player down. There's Vampire Esports, super low, kind of getting a lot of damage from the, you know.
7. They are left with Mafioso as Mafioso now comes up against the side here of Alter Ego. It is going to be a 1v everybody else. Ooh, Krypton coming through with a quick little cheeky nade over the top. See if they can find it. Mafioso now has to play an absolutely glorious game. Sends out a few mollies, just trying to alleviate a little bit of that pressure. It is going to be Daybot just holding on the side. BTR now also prepping themselves for a bit of a strike. As you can see, that feed now starting to light on up. Mafioso going all over the place. But I like this play, though, coming through from Alter Ego, keeping Alpha 7 on their toes. But how much of this will they be able to hold on to? Fortunately, it is going to be a little bit of a saving grace now coming through here for Alpha 7. Oh, I say that. Mafioso gets in. But it could be quite a bit of a cross fight coming in between Tribe Eremacy and, of course, that of Alter Ego. Mafioso, unfortunately, is not going to be able to survive. But now the fight will continue as Tribe Eremacy looks to take their hand over to the side there of Alter Ego. They do find the first hit. Will they get the final blow to end the run for them?
A moment ago, we were top 10 teams. We had top 10 teams, and now we're down to the top 5, ladies and gentlemen. Triber MSU Rig, he's going to spot the players down, but oh my god, he already got a lot of shots connected on him. There's no way that he can go forward. Triber Messi, in fact, from this point onward, you have to heal yourself. Come on, but Kinotro from the backside. They're going to take down the Triber Messi from the top 5. They go out. And now Alter Ego versus Kinotro. What's going to happen? The players moving into the close proximity. Finale from the backside is giving cover, but Ozzy-san is in the close vicinity with a grenade. He's going to throw it up. No connection whatsoever. He's outside of the circle. 12 seconds, 10 seconds in, and you're going to have to force your way in the circle, whether you like it or not. But Alter Ego is still staying here. In fact, Ace 32, it's not going to connect that much, but BTR versus Alter Ego from the backside is going to take care of Alter Ego's players. But Krypton, this guy is going to take down 1. Is going to almost take down the 2, but the second one, he's going to take down Alter Ego in an instant. The zone is going to take him out as well. But Optimus from the Bigatron side managed to get 1 knockdown. In an instant, it's a Boom Esports winner chicken dinner, ladies and gentlemen. Not
rather, it's the shots on through. Will Zamza be able to survive the onslaught? As Kinotrope now, they know exactly where to go, where to try and lock it in, but they have to be quick about it because we got Hura also now getting ready for a bit of a repositioning, and there we have it. Zamza getting wrapped on up. Horror Esports just up ahead. Kinotrope not quite out of the woods just yet. Of course, the zone is going to be taking a slightly more northern positioning as it does take the teams onto the opposite riverbank, and this does change the battlefield quite a bit.
It does, it does. The bridge side of Rozok, the back skirts of Rozok is finally into the play, and you can already see there's going to be a lot of bloodshed just by looking at the teams on how aggressive they're approaching all of the situation. Horror Sports coming in. There's also Team of Falcons, in fact, Vampires Esports, in fact, going on into forward side, getting those knobs, getting those connectivities. Oh my god, a DX, a DRX, it's over for them with just a single elimination. Vampire is going to have those 3 eliminations for themselves, and I do love to see the fact that all the top teams, aside from the DRS, there's just the missing of DRS and Boom Esports from the top vicinity, outskirts of that. They're also like rotating their car, trying to find if there is anyone into the close proximity, just laying around into the grass, into this tall grass that we can run over, get those eliminations. But Skyhora, you have just given out your potential location to the tribe of Messi. Now they're going to be very cautious on you at your location, and you have kind of shown them that, okay, you were moving into the backside, but we all know that's going to be a fake, and maybe even tribe of Messi know if they hold it out and then wait for you to like show your face again.
Ooh,
Oh, come
well,
on.
yeah, and we know where that one is going. As you can see, there's no hiding from Sky. This guy just spots the opportunity. The angle pops a quick cheeky hit over the top. And here we have it now. Let's see whether or not Hura... Nope, they won't. Whether or not they'll be able to survive. It's going to be up to Jiggle and Sleepy now to carry the torch for their squad. As the pressure starts to mount, it's going to be a full-on send. Vampire also now coming into the vicinity here. As you can see them just quickly turning around and heading further down south. Nexary also going to be riding that ridge. You can see them up on the minimap coming through on that southern side. BTR, though, starting to pop off. We do say goodbye to Alter Ego. Actually, they've been out of here for a little while now. Tribe Aramacy. They won't survive the pressures to that northern side. Bigatron by Vitality are going to be holding steady here with 2 players still up. Snape, not sure whether or not they're going to be able to survive the pressure and the play coming through from the side of Vampire Esports, but they are going to look to try and make the most of it as the sprays now just rain on down. I mean, Bumblebee actually doing a pretty good job here so far, right? 2 eliminations is going to be their contribution for the squad. Tupac getting popped off right there. Let go is what Jiggle is shouting at them, telling them to just go into the lobby already. Razy also holding here, but Vampires, Lazarus not wanting to give this one up, sends out a beautiful nade. The damage is in. There we go. Beautiful place, though. Absolute chaos and carnage all over the place.
It is carnage all over the place. Next, Apex getting those eliminations for himself. There's Hora throwing all the Molotovs, all the throwables that they had potentially. Jiggle actually did that. He's completely exhausted out of his utilities from this point onward. But Sleepy Hora, he still have 5 nades, 2 Molotovs that he can potentially throw. Sky Hora also looking at the team at A7 so far. There we go. The headshot has been spotted. The shots did connect, but he just barely managed to survive out of that area. He got into the safe side now. He's going to heal. Bigatron by Vitality, Team A7, the only 2 teams that I'm seeing really good with decent number of players over these 2, but oh my god, Bigatron just got eliminated.
Now getting lit on fire. Sleepy also taking quite a bit of damage, but will this be enough to deter the onslaught coming through from the side of Horror? Already had their hand at those Wooden Chicken dinners. So far looking great, but Alpha 7 super low. And there we have it. Alpha 7 and Hura Esports both eliminated.
Oh my god. Another team in an instant getting eliminated, obliterated from this lobby. The moment the fight started, DK, it started really, really good. And not just in one place, but in different places as well. But let's see what the rest of the teams are going to do. So far, it is DRS, triple, in fact, Tetra S on a camel, just chilling, going. Last match, he was on a horse. Now he's on a camel. This guy is using every vehicle out there, every ride that he can possibly hitch for himself. But BTR, in the meanwhile, they're also losing their players by the hand of Team Secret. They're going to take one down. It's an instant confirmation. Secret is going to have that first eliminations for themselves. But BTR, I kind of want to see how they're taking the fight. But oh my god, this is a hard shift to the northern side, northeastern side, the power grid, the Picado angles. Yes, even though they're not in the circle, now every single place in the circle is accessible at the very least.
Yeah, that is going to be true, but let's see how the teams will look to play through it. Now, there's not a lot of spaces really left to take up here. I mean, Chumacera already pretty jam-packed with players all over the place. I'm curious as to what Doom is going to be doing. You can see them now trying to find a little bit of a position to call home as they're moving through that southern side. DRS, they've also made their way on in. It's going to be D plus Kia, the next team to join us. There's not much options here, right? I mean, Talon, they've got the dominant share of Chumacera. As you can see, RRQ, they have locked themselves towards that southern side. We've got Sem9 on the opposing hill. And then, of course, up towards the north, this is where we have BTR, right? They're going to be holding up here in Ladriere alongside Lego. And this is where things could get a little bit shaky. Team Eremisi also now starting to spread themselves out along that ridge, trying to see if they too can find a bit more of an advantageous angle here to play down. Up comes BTR, quick repositioning across the way, trying to climb their way on through. But yeah, things have really fallen apart aggressively here now for the side of BTR.
It is. The situation is kind of overturning in all of those particular locations. And you can see BTR, Bumblebee, now with a grenade in hand. So far, nothing. So far, no fight from this guy. But yeah, he's receiving those Molotovs from the DRX side. Big Mama is in the front lines. A Bumblebee, you have a smoke again. You have a grenade in hand now. It's a 1 versus 1 that you're facing off against Team DRX at this point. There we go. The grenade actually went towards the player side, but not enough for any kind of connections. Now, Bumblebee, you need to be very careful on how you're going to do it because you're out of the arsenal. You're out of the utility that you can dump upon on towards your enemy. So whatever you're doing with your own gun, with your own hands, the M416 or that S12K in your hand that you have to use potentially to get those eliminations for yourself. Top 9 it is. Still, not even a single player that's getting eliminated from this point onward is going to receive even a single point for themselves. There's a
starts to take their push as they climb the hill. The first player is going to be the one to open the door. And here we go now. It's going to be Alva just trading this way and that. Dipping, ducking, and diving. Even dodging their way on through. DRX, though, are going to be the last team to get sent out of here with no placement points. From here on forward, the teams can add a little bit more to the overall score. Quick little finisher coming through there from Daybot. See whether or not Team Eremisi are going to be able to contest this push as Alter Ego now double down on the efforts. They are already leading with regards to those standings, but are they going to be able to clutch it out for this match? A beautiful nade on towards Daybot as Delta goes for the full bag of tricks, finding the next few hits, and it's up to Crypto now to see if they can hold on and hold their team banner all the way to the end of the match.
Oh my god, what just happened there? But there we go, Driver Messi going forward against Alter Egos. And that knockdown, it has been converted into a...
Right down below, and it's going to put them at the mercy of the teams already situated down in the lower area here. It is going to be Sem9 now just locking in. As they do find Lapara rotating up, the rest of RRQ quick to rotate up. Beautiful jump shot, gets the spray, gets the hit. Oh, but are they going to be able to close it up? Sem9 just doing a phenomenal job defending their position, their angle, and they find themselves now being one of 2 squads left in the zone. Team Eremisi also...
car He needs to heal himself as soon as possible. Get behind the tree, heal yourself. The grenade is coming. Samsa throwing that grenade. It's going to hit straight onto the face. It's going to take him down. And Samsa now is going to go to the last guy, the D, in fact, Alter Ego, to take the fight. But Talon from the top side is coming. Talon as a third party is ensuing this engagement for themselves. And there we go. A grenade from Samsa once again. Oh my god, not just once, but twice back to back. Those grenades comes into the play. And DRS successfully is going to res his player. That is Triple S.
Yep, so that is DRS managing to stay in this fight a little while longer and absolutely obliterating all the competition they had coming in their direction. Sem9 lining themselves up with a molly. What? That is RRQ. Now looking to knock on their doors. They start to push on in. Manpa, of course, now being the one falling victim to their own beautiful usage right here. It is going to be that push the play. Now let's see whether or not RRQ will be able to survive the onslaught as Sem9 now looks to descend down upon them. We can see quite a few knocks already on the side here of RRQ. Sem9 firing, just looking to clean it up, finds the confirmation, looking to find even more, but unfortunately gets dropped right on down. RRQ, Sem9, beautiful exchange on either side. Would be the one to clutch it out though. Very sneaky play coming through here from RRQ as they wipe Sem9 under the rug, sending them out in 10th place, and that is 8 eliminations so far now for RRQ. But they're down to a solo, and of course they're not out of the woods because it is going to be BTR now moving up on the ridgeline, so they have to be extremely cautious as to how they play these next few moments.
Be very cautious. The top two teams are done. That's the thing. Alter Ego, the 39 points team that is on the very top of the chart, they have been eliminated. Tribero Messi, they have been eliminated. 37 points that they have. BTR now has a really good chance of securing some eliminations, taking all the teams out from the premises and getting that number one for themselves. And that's what they're going to do. Swaffled Ryu, he has been taken down. That's a 35th point. For the BTR. Hora Esports with 28 after getting those 7 eliminations for themselves. But now, slowly and steadily, the circle is closing on. The stage number 4 has been commenced. In fact, is this stage number 5? Is this stage number 4? I'm not sure because I almost thought I saw stage number 4 coming back again. So this can be stage number 5. No, it's still stage number 4. So it's stage number 4, ladies and gentlemen. 7 total teams are remaining with 21 players alive. Meaning, if you're talking about the average score line, average player survivability, that's 3 for every team. But no, we know that's not true. There's Secret with a solo, Boom with a duo. There's a duo for the DRS. There's a trio, in fact, for Hora Esports. Or is that a full squad of the Hora? Hora has a full squad. Never mind. BTR, Hora Esports, KN, and NXE. All of these 4 teams has a full squad at their arsenal.
Yep, so there's going to be still quite a bit of that contention coming through. BTR now, as you said, full squad looking to apply a little bit of pressure here as they found the players there from Team Boom who are left with a duo. So curious what the approach will be. Bigatron by Vitality. They don't seem overly committed or too interested in taking that fight or the engagement. But I think it's a good call coming through from the side of BTR because as we can see, they've got squads on either side, so you can't get too tunnel visioned. Instead, looking to play the options here. We've got Hora up on the ridge, also still with that full squad. So yeah, for BTR, this is probably the best call to make, right? Keep your options open and don't fully commit to anything just yet. Well, DRS in the meantime, moving up as they do find quite a bit of an opportunity and a vulnerability at the expense of Hora. DRS, though, managing to get out of the blue, back into a slightly more safer position, but not quite into zone. And now it's going to become quite a bit of a cat and mouse game here. Hora trying to close it up, looking to see if they can find DRS, but Bigatron and Boom also just riding on that ridge.
I mean, It is the top seven, and every single one of these players, every single one of these teams is trying their level best. DRS going forward, straight up to Hura Esports side. Okay, that's a bold move, but as soon as they're going to receive the damage, they're just going to change their direction. So Jingle Hura in the front lines, he's doing a lot of damage, but oh my god, Samza, this guy is a beast, not only with the MG3, the car, he managed to get that knockdown. He did it with style. Now, Hura Esports, they are kind of in a very pinched position because they have to come close to get that revival done to avenge their player because he has been already eliminated. They're going to get into the car. Samza, the car has overturned twice at this point. The hovercraft is about to explode. 42 bullets into the gun. He's trying his level best to deplete as much arsenal as he can, but oh my god, MG3 is not going to work it out. The DBS is not connecting, but finally, no Pure Hura manages to get that connection done. It is DRS that is out of the premises, out of the match, but Hura Esports is the next one as they get out as well by the next story.
I mean, Apex, what a clutch. Just waiting in the wings, like, yeah, it's fine. You know, you fight, I'll just clean it up afterwards. And Nexary are going to be feeling quite confident with that. 2 eliminations to their name. Boom now also looking to move on in. But I got to just say, right, that quick move of getting into the car just before getting hit by the hovercraft, that's a big brain play, right? I mean, I would never have thought of that. I would have gotten crushed by the car and the hovercraft all at the same time. So, yeah, GG's going out to them. But now, mastery here from Boom. Looking for a bit of an angle, a bit of an opportunity. They are still quite spread out and not anywhere close towards that zone. But a reposition is going to be due here. They still keep a very close eye on BTR, right? BTR, as we can see, they're looking pretty strong. Still a full squad up, and Boom is the only one that doesn't have all 4 players in this match. Ooh, but BTR now coming under fire, and Boom starts to move on through. You can see the sprays connecting in all directions. Mastery locking it in. Of course, KN also getting involved in the altercation, and it is going to be absolute carnage. Mark up and towards the north. Boom. Yumi looking for a bit of an angle, but again, not finding the spot just yet.
He's trying his level best, but no! Oh, come on! The smokes were just a tad bit too late. You were spotted, you were knocked down, and in an instant, it's a confirmation. Boom Esports is done and dusted. They're gone. Demo OG, the last guy, also in this particular location that is trying to take the fight, but there's still Apex alive. There's still Apex alive. Demo OG slowly crawling into the premises of the circle. He has entered successfully right there. But Apex, where is Apex? Is he safe? Is he still in the premises that he can survive or not? But oh my god, that's a 1v2 that can actually occur. That's what's going to happen. Apex on the other side is also going to take the player down. MG3, it's going to do its deed. It's going to take one player down. But in an instant, it is all over for the team. NEX, BTR. It's only these 2 teams. And BTR has just entered the proximity as Apex is alone that HP. He's knocked out. He's getting that revive. The grenade is going to go, and nobody's going to get that connection. But Risey, another one out into the open. It might hit. The answer is no. The S12K is also not connecting on anyone in this direction. The smoke grenades are being deployed. But BTR, you have to be careful. You need to stick together at the very least because this is a 4 versus 4. And this 4 versus 4, you have to be careful on who's going to have the first advantageous engagement and who's not going to have that first advantageous position. That's where the whole difference is going to come from.
Well, let's see whether or not BTR can get this one in the bag already. Just absolutely whittling down the numbers on the side of Nexary, as essentially it is now a 1v3. BTR coming out of the woodwork, just absolutely slapping it on. And Demo is going to be the final player standing between them and that winner chicken dinner. The sprays are there. Demo doing anything they can, but it will not be enough. As we do see Bigatron by Vitality rising to the occasion, coming in clutch